Have you ever put something off until the absolute last minute? Maybe it was a chore a parent expected you to do, or maybe it was an important assignment. Maybe you procrastinated because you just didn't want to stop watching that show or texting with your friends. Or maybe, deep down, you were afraid that when you sat down to do the work, you really couldn't do it at all. I know I have. That's why I ended up writing this travel talk yesterday. My name is Finlay Scott, and I believe procrastination doesn't help us at all. But to tell you the truth, I'm still figuring out how to stop procrastinating. This is probably the biggest challenge in my life, and it makes my job as a student pretty hard. Maybe you're not as big as a procrastinator as me, but we have all put things off that stress us out, and usually that makes our lives harder. We procrastinators stall on our important tasks, telling ourselves that it will give us much more time to do other things. But in reality, it really doesn't, because we never get back to the important job, or we run out of time. Personally, I procrastinate because it's easier to do stuff, like go outside, hang out with friends, or play video games, than do work that I have to do. Plus, I find it hard to stay focused on schoolwork, and doing it tires me out. But I stay interested in fun activities for hours on end. And if I'm really honest, when I tell myself, my mom, or my teacher that I will do it later, a part of me is hoping I will just run out of time, and the problem will magically go away. I know this isn't rational, and zeros in the gradebook just don't vanish, especially when I start to stress or worry. When I first get assigned a challenging assignment, I may feel confused, or notice how much effort it will take. So I do something easier first. The longer I put off the hard task, the more my brain starts telling me I can't do it. Inside my head, I have the angel and the devil from those cartoons whispering in my ears. One is telling me to focus, try hard, and that I can do it. This little angel cheerleader inside my head. Unfortunately, it is very quiet. It doesn't have a megaphone, but the devil version is very loud and cruel. It shouts in my mind. It goes from, this is hard, to you don't know how to do this, to you put this off for so long and miss so much work that you will never be able to do it now. It doesn't feel good to live with this voice shouting at me all the time, but I've gotten so used to it and internalized all those self-doubts so much that procrastination is natural to me now. And I avoid things, hoping and knowing it will be too late to do them, even though I feel like a failure when that happens. In other words, procrastination is a trap my own mind sets for me. It's like stepping into quicksand and sinking further and further. This happened to me last semester. It started with a few missing assignments, and the voice got louder, so I missed more, and because I was doubting myself, getting more and more down on my own ability as a student. So I missed more assignments. Soon I was up to my eyebrows in the quicksand. I was still learning in class, but I wasn't keeping up with the work, and it really hurt my grades and my overall comprehension. This was not the first time I started to sink under my self-doubts. It happened again in 7th grade too, but I was able to pull myself out of it faster then. This time, even though I knew my low grades could hurt me in high school, I was doubting myself so much I couldn't stop procrastinating. In Paul's letter to the Hebrews, he reminds us that whenever we are training, learning a new thing, or growing in a new way, that the process can be unpleasant and even painful. When I was in 7th grade, I hurt my Achilles tendon in baseball. The knee injury really set me back, while my team kept getting stronger and better. When I realized how far I'd fallen behind, I really wanted to quit. That voice inside my head told me it would be impossible to catch up and play well with my team again. But my parents were my cheerleaders, telling me I was good at baseball and the effort would be worth it. So I trained hard, and at times it was really painful. But they were right. Eventually, I did catch up with my team. In the same way, I know I need to listen to the cheerleaders outside my head when the cruel negative voice is loud. I'm thankful to Miss Cribb and the Learning Center for helping me, and to my parents who realized that there was something wrong if I had such negative feelings about myself, because I really am a capable student. They're helping me learn how to quiet the devil voice that gets so loud in my brain, and to amplify the angelic cheerleader who wants me to believe in myself. My procrastination is a deep habit, so it will not be easy to break. But I am grateful to everyone who has helped me build new, better habits and to believe in myself. Even though when I'm sinking in the quicksand of procrastination, I have some irrational thoughts. I'm not crazy. I know these bad habits will hurt me in the future if I can't change them. I want my family and friends to see me as trustworthy and responsible, not someone who says they will do something and then avoids the work. And I want to have a job that I enjoy as much as I like being outside, playing video games, or hanging out with my friends. But even fun jobs have boring parts, and I know I need to be able to persevere through those and focus in order to be an independent and responsible adult. I have learned that procrastination, while it seems like the easiest path, never actually helps you in the end. So next time you're considering putting off a chore or an assignment until later, trust me and get it over with first, so you can have more fun without the weight of fears and failure pressing down on you. Thank you.